I was looking for a new TV provider. I came across one that I thought was reputable, had read some good information about it, attempted to go ahead and sign up for services. And after waiting and paying my money, they never sent me any information for those services for TV. And essentially, I was scammed. So essentially, I was on their website looking for television services. They had like a what do you call it? Like a thing that you go through to fill out an application and all that stuff to sign up for services. I filled all that out. You get to a page where it essentially asks you which plan do you want. They have like a monthly, a 6 month, and like a year. And so they had a sale going on for $20. You got, if you paid this month, the next month was free. So I did that one. It took me to PayPal. And what I thought was interesting than other services that I've used was it said to donate. And I didn't think much of it because, everybody used different things and the way you pay is different. So I didn't think anything of it. Plus, it was through PayPal. So I'm like, okay, they're not going to do anything malicious. And I went ahead and donated the $20. I waited for about 2 hours. Normally, after you pay for those services, you usually get login information within about 15 to 20 minutes. It's not long at all. And I, wanted to give them ample enough time before I started getting concerned. And then I never got nothing. So I went ahead and reached out to the phone number that was listed on the website. And so that number was like a spam number. It wasn't real. It sounded like a robot or something. It just wasn't legitimate. And then the email listed was like a VIP leads. And so that gave me like a marketing thing, and it just nothing was legitimate about it. After that, I reached out to PayPal to dispute the transaction, and they essentially said, we're siding with the seller, and we're not going to give you your money back. So at this time, I'm actually in an open dispute with my bank with PayPal about this. They didn't. That's like the crazy thing. PayPal didn't say anything. The email was just like, I don't remember it verbatim, but it was just to the liking of, hey, we reviewed the transaction. We've decided to side with the seller, and we will not be issuing you a refund. Case closed. Literally, that was all it said. I was like, oh, wow. They didn't even, I provided screenshots because I know how these disputes are and how people don't want to give you your money back these days. So I ensured that I provided screenshots. I even took pictures through the steps to show, like I went through, because I can't screen record on this computer, through the steps to show like, hey, I did this and I never got anything in return. I was never able to reopen it because PayPal said once they review it and close the case, that's it. They don't care. So I was never able to get any more information about why they decided to side with them. And I think that's because Gears made it look like a donation. And then when I start Googling and I came across this website, had never heard of PissedConsumer, and I saw how many other people were affected, and I had to like jump in there, because I don't want this to happen to somebody else. That was so wrong. We already, people are going through financial difficulties, and people want to be able to access TV at affordable prices. And I just really didn't like what they did. It really did not sit well with me. I would appreciate if they reached out to me, hey, something happened. We apologize. This is not how, we handle things, because across the internet, they have a really good reputation based on what I'm reading. And it's obviously at this point, it makes you feel like that it's all lies and deceit, because they're scamming people out of $20. I mean, like, really? It's $20. Not scam people. Do the right thing and give people for what they pay for. And if you're not, then, just take the website down. Do the right thing. It's not rocket science. We just need people to do the right thing. It's tough out here, and we have to look out for each other. And I just think if they did the right thing, either provide the services or don't ask people to donate money to nothing, because who knows where that $20 went or what it contributed to. There was no customer support. At the bottom of the page, it had like Gears TV. a phone number, like a 800 or 888, some kind of number, and then an email address. I called the number, it wrong, and then like some automatic robotic thing came up, IVR came on, but it made no sense. I had no idea what it was talking about. So I hung up because, I mean, you could kind of tell you wasn't going to get anywhere with it. So I just disconnected the call. And then the email, it looked fraudulent. It started off with numbers, and then it had VIP leads in the name of the domain name of the email. And so it didn't put a good taste in my mouth. I had already been gypped out of my money. I didn't want to be spammed with emails or sending email to nowhere. And so I just didn't bother with it, and went ahead and contacted PayPal. You guys, you really just have to do your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're researching this information. Make sure you feel comfortable before you give your card information. Personally, for me, I would say only go with things that you're familiar with. PayPal, what's the other one? Venmo, ways that you can actually talk to customer support and try to get your money back. Don't cash app these companies. Don't enter into these payment systems that you're not familiar with. Just, use a common knowledge and sense, and research, and just make sure you feel comfortable before giving your information.